Welcome again. Now we have another simple session, which is just to basically update an existing wallet in our database. All we have to do is I'm going to copy this function, and over here I'll make this one update. And for this wallet, for this update, I will just pass a wallet. This is it, and of course we get the container. We have said that we are going to move the get container to the constructor, and what you have to do over here is just to, instead of calling create, is to call replace item async. So this is the item, and after you pass the item, you have to pass that ID of the item, which is wallet.id, and the partitioning key, as we have said, it's going to be taken internally. So this is all we have to do. This is a very simple task, but I will copy this. Of course, we need to add that to over here, and here we go. That was very simple, right? Now, let me answer this question that might come to your mind. In some cases, even in the entity framework, when you create repositories, actually, some people prefer to use an iRepository of type T and then use all the functionalities, put them in one place and use them all together. I haven't done that. I have gone with the very simple flat approach, as we have said. Create a wallet repository, it doesn't inherit from anything, and it just implements get by ID, create async, update async, and list by user ID async. So the thing is, why I didn't do that basically by following like a single repo, and then I can go ahead and start using that repo straightforward every time, instead of going and implement the same functions like what I have done right here. I will do the same for the what we call them for the transactions later on, and for the files and attachments. So my answer for this question is, sometimes unifying the code in this way is something good, but sometimes it's bad, because for example, in my iWallet repository, I want to list by user async, but for example, for some attachment, I don't need this function. For example, sometimes I don't need delete to be available. Sometimes I don't need update to be available. There is some entities in your database or in your work. There is always someone exists, some doesn't exist. So what this means is that you have to have functions in your repository, sometimes not implemented, or doesn't have any functionality that doesn't benefit you, and some other cases where the repo itself doesn't contain the main repository, or the parent one doesn't have a functionality that you actually you need. So you need to inherit, and then you need to update that one on yourself. So why go with all that headache and make things a bit complicated? We can just go in this approach. There is a good article. I'm going to throw that in the description box and in our Discord server. If you would like to join, you can find the link below, about architecting ASP.NET Core Web API with Cosmos DB and using the union architecture or the clean architecture, and how they are having a clean repository. This is recommended basically inspired by Microsoft example, but I prefer this approach. Keep it very simple, very easy, and very straightforward. So basically, this is everything I would like to talk about. And yeah, in the next video, we're going to create the wallet DTO validator, because the function wants to validate this object that comes in from the client. So we need to validate that object for the update, and we need to validate this object for the create, and then call one of those methods based on the type of it. So this is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.